Good morning, guys. I'm always honest with you. I was so excited to record this video. I dropped Caleb off to daycare. Sorry, I'm out of breath. Ever since having the flu and running around with the kids and everything, I have found that I have been short of breath. So don't worry, I'm taking it easier. But if you notice that I'm catching my breath, it's because I was just chasing my little kitty cat around trying to eat my decorations as I'm watching him do it now. But I was really, really excited to get on here and announce the giveaway winner, which I will get to in just a moment. And I will also be announcing the next giveaway, which I am so excited about. But I dropped Kayla off to daycare. I had my whole day planned out. I was going to go take him to the storage unit, bring diapers to my mama in Charleston, take Zeke to preschool, come home and maybe get a few things cleaned without any kids, make dinner, respond to some emails. I'm a little overloaded with the emails, so I need to catch up on that. I was so excited. And so my phone kept notifying me that I was receiving a lot more emails today than regularly. So I said, oh, you know what? I'm going to take an hour. I'm going to respond to my emails first, and then I'll get on and I'll say the giveaway winner. So if I don't seem excited, I am so excited. I'm so grateful to be here and to be blessed enough to be a vessel in all of this with you guys. But the needs coming in just made my heart a little bit heavier. So please know that I am excited. I need to take some things to prayer. And I would just ask for you guys to pray alongside of me for each family, for each need that have come in. And just pray that God gives me the words that they need to hear. And that I could just continue to be a vessel in this, and that he would continue to pour in me to pour out. So our winner is Kathleen A. Krieger. I'm so sorry. I'm terrible with last names, but you have won the $50 giveaway. So please get a hold of me through the New Impact email that will be linked below. If you have given through the P.O. box and we have not yet received that, you will just automatically be entered in to the next month, which is a pretty big one and pretty exciting. And if you are a monthly giver, I believe we have 2 of you guys. So if you're one of those 2 people and you give monthly, you will automatically be entered into each giveaway, but you'll be entered in twice just to show our appreciation that you're partnering alongside of us monthly. We so appreciate and feel love and support. I just am so excited to announce this next next giveaway. And that is 4 $50 gift cards to 1-800-Flowers. So we did that to keep in mind of all the beautiful women out there with Mother's Day around the corner. Even if, it's a heavier holiday for you guys, it is for me too. But I have a lot of women that I would love to give this arrangement to. So 4 of you guys will win that. Please subscribe to this channel. It's just the quickest way for me to get a hold of you. I believe we will end that the last week of April, just so we can make sure that we get that to you in time, especially because I don't know if they do email gift cards. I believe it all has to be like a hard copy. So my husband and I are going to order those today to come to our house, and then it will have to go out to you. So I just want to make sure that you get it, by the first week in May, like probably May 1st is my preference, just so you guys can get those arrangements ordered. If you guys do win those, please share a picture of your beautiful arrangement to that beautiful woman in your life. I would love to see those. Kathleen, thank you so much for your donation. Thank you for all of you that have given. We've raised $7,000 this month. It's pretty outstanding. A lot of that has gone out into the world and the community. We've met 3 needs out of state and several within the state. It has been so appreciated. I did a video, food. My cart was packed full. I went with my dad. It was a very long day. What a blessing that was. It was originally supposed to be for 6 families. And in that same day, it was after the fact, we had 2 families reach out needing food, and that food multiplied. We were able to meet 8 families' needs when we originally shot for 6. We got a lot of things in bulk, and we were able to split that up. To go out to 8 families. It's just truly amazing. The goodness of God. I sat here crying, reading the emails before I even hopped on this video, because I have lights on in my home, and I was able to do all of the things that, the world's trying to make us fearful right now, especially with gas going up and food going up and all the crazy things. And I feel led to share this with you guys. And I don't share this so that way you give to this ministry. I share this so that maybe this could make an impact on you guys, or maybe if you've went through that, you can relate, or if you're currently going through it, maybe this would bless you. But I remember going through a season. I had Peter. We got married young. I got pregnant like a month after. Now, I won't go into all the details, but yes, it was planned. We just decided it was going to be the Lord's timing. What a blessing it was. I got pregnant very quickly. And I was working at a daycare. When I had him, my dad watched him full time. I believe when he was about 6 months old, I decided I couldn't do it anymore. I wanted to be a stay-at-home parent. My husband was making enough to pay the bills and our food and stuff. It didn't leave a ton left over because he was working his way up in the industry. He's now a foreman. But I remember, Peter was on formula and he was on the Enfamil Gentle-Ease, and that stuff's not cheap. And so a lady on Marketplace, she was an extreme couponer, and it was a really good deal. For like 3 months worth of formula, it was only $60. And I'm like, wow, that's an amazing deal. So I told my husband about it. He's like, okay, yeah, I can go get it. Let's just go get cash from our ATM. Well, we weren't really good about a budget back then, so we didn't even really know it was in our account, but we went and pulled it out, and then we got, you guys know, like the little thing at the bottom that says like your current account balance when you withdraw stuff from the ATM. Well, ours was $20 after taking out the 60. And I don't, that's personal, and a lot of people don't like to share intimate details like that, but I feel led to because not even a lot of my family knows that. But almost immediately after that, I remember the stress. Now, all of our bills were paid. We had plenty of food. My husband was getting paid that Friday, so we were going to be okay. We didn't even eat anything, but I remember that feeling of, oh my goodness, like we only have $20 to our name. And it like freaked me out because in my mind as a mama, I wanted to protect my baby. I'm like, what happens if, what happens if our car broke down? Like we wouldn't even be able to afford a tire if like we need, like my mind just started racing. And almost immediately after that, not intentionally did I say, I'm going to become greedy and I'm not going to give, but I did. And I stopped tithing. I used to help anybody. Like if I was there and somebody said that they didn't have food, I didn't even think twice. And this is not about glorification to me. I gave. I was like, oh, let's go grocery shopping. Let's do this. I didn't think about it coming out of my account. I just did it. And I stopped. Altogether stopped. It wasn't even like a balance. I just completely stopped. And even after the fact of us raising our accounts and having, from $20 to a couple $100 at the end of the week after everything, I still did not tithe. And fast forward a year, we had a couple $1,000s to our name at the end of everything. And I still didn't tithe. I still didn't give. And this video, I don't know, it's not about tithing. This is just a personal testimony that I felt led to share because I feel like somebody needs to hear this. Well, people would tell me to tithe, right? And the pastors of the church would say, tithing, and they would share a testimony. And I still had such a fear that I was going to go back there. And so I would leave and it would hit my heart and it would plant that seed. But my inner human self was fighting with the spirit. And I was like, I can't do it. Until the Lord woke me up and quickened my heart. And he audibly told me, let go of your greed. And I didn't even recognize that it was greed until the Lord spoke to me. He said, I've got you. Let go. I went to my husband and I was like, I've been really greedy. And if I'm being honest, can we get completely transparent here? I was the one that didn't want to give. It wasn't my husband. And this isn't to glorify my husband at all. I was the one who made that decision. And I was the one when he would say on the way to church, hey, you want to go pull tithe out from the ATM? I would make an excuse. Oh, no, we're in a rush. Or like I was the one who, it was a personal thing for me. I never even knew how to vocalize it to him because I didn't even recognize that it was that big of a fear until God woke me up. And I went to my husband and we started tithing. And I'm not telling you this so that you give to New Impact. It could be anything. I started tithing and I really was, before even when I tithed, I didn't really give with that much of a grateful heart. I just did it because I knew we were supposed to. And I was always raised to tithe, even as a 16-year-old and as a little child. If we got allowance money, I would tithe on that. And, my dad always like raised us that way. And so I always just knew to tithe, but I never really gave, like I didn't give like with an ungrateful heart, but I didn't ever really even pray over the money. And I didn't even really give with the excitement, if that makes sense. And so I started to give, and it was like, I know it seems weird, but I would make sure I put an offering plate because it was like a stronghold in my life that I had to let go. And I still do that to this day. I go and I pull out my money for New Impact Ministries and I put that in the account, and I do it for my church as well. I still am the one that personally does that because it was such a stronghold in my life that I don't ever want to get back there. In the world, I had that thought, like, wow, gas is getting so expensive. Now, it wasn't a thought of like, oh, I need to stop tithing, but it was like, oh my goodness, like, how am I going to do as much as we're doing? Because we're going to need to afford to be able to take our kids to where they need to go. And again, that quickening in my heart was like, nope, God's got me. God's got my babies. And so I just want to share that. If you maybe only have $20 at the end of the week, can I challenge you to seek the Lord and pray about where he would have you seed in? I promise he sees your heart. This isn't, please see my heart. This isn't for New Impact. If you have felt led to partner with us, it is so appreciated. Words cannot describe it. I can't do this. My husband can't do this. The people that I will hopefully hire one day to help alongside of this ministry would not be able to do this. Now, I don't make an income off this. I would like to say that, but eventually, when we hire people, we're going to have to pay people, and we do need, donations to do that. And so for those that have given and have seen the vision of this ministry and have prayed and have felt led to partner with us, that is so appreciated. But for those that don't give anywhere, even your church, this is for you. It doesn't have to be here. Even if it's $1 that you give a week to your church or to where God has put on your heart, can I just be bold enough to challenge you to give it, but give it with a grateful heart? I promise it will change a lot. I'm not saying that your account will double overnight, but I promise you will be blessed. I promise you. I have a lot of testimonies. My water heater, somebody came out to do my plumbing and the guy told me I needed a new water heater because he looked at it and it's like original apparently to the house. My water heater is perfectly fine. In fact, it's probably too hot because it burns my skin off in the kitchen. So I have to make sure I'm watching it. My car is running perfectly well. My truck's running. My house, no big damage has happened to it. Sometimes even he provides it in those kind of ways where, a professional would tell you this should be broken, but it's not, because that's how good God is. So I don't know why I just feel led to share that with you because it was such a stronghold in my life, but I refuse to let finances, because I wouldn't have a penny to my name anyways if it wasn't for the Lord. Now I am so grateful, and I don't know if I even mentioned this yet, but Josh, honey, if you're watching this, which I know you are because you'll edit this because you're just amazing, thank you for everything you do for our family. You go to work every single day and you work so hard to where I'm able to stay at home with our beautiful babies and raise them, and I'm able to work full-time in this ministry and put my all into it because you go to work every single day and you bust your butt for our family. And it is seen, appreciated, and we love you. We could not do this life without you. And for all those dads and moms that are busting your butt out there, you are seen, appreciated, and loved, and we are praying for you. If you have any prayer requests, leave it down below. If I can't get to you right away, please know I do see every comment. The last video I made, I don't know if I said something, but YouTube wouldn't let comments go on. I had to challenge it 4 different times and it finally accepted it. But if you have a personal prayer request that maybe you don't even want everybody seeing, use my email below. If you feel led to give, all of those links will be below. Guys, I appreciate and love you all. I'm going to take some time. I haven't taken my 10 minutes yet today to get into his word. So I'm going to go do that. And then I'm going to go deliver diapers to families in need. And I'm going to get to go and be a blessing because of each and every one of you. So I challenge you all to go show Jesus in your smile. Go love your neighbors, love your community, love people that are hurting. And I hope you guys have a very blessed day.